Hello everyone, today is Monday and I am subbing first grade. The day has been going by so quick. It is lunch right now and I just walked a student over to the cafeteria and I am about to eat my lunch. For lunch today I brought flame broilers. I just finished eating lunch and after lunch we're gonna have DLD, and today for DLD we are gonna be going over subject and object pronouns. So we are gonna be doing this worksheet as a class. After DLD, I am going to get my set of students back. So they're going to be continuing their weather report that they have been working on. So for example, some students have been working on either writing about the hurricane or tornadoes, and they already have their introduction and have already started working on the body of their draft. So that is what they're going to be doing today. They're going to continue the writing. After writing, it's recess. This is how the classroom looks before the students went to lunch. I did tell them to straighten their desks, push their chairs in, and pick up any trash, but I noticed some students didn't all do that. And I'm gonna just tidy up right now so the classroom could look neat for when the DLD students come in. It is recess right now, and the DLD class that I had before was a little bit chatty, but we were able to get through the work. After the students come back from recess, we're going to be reading the last chapter of The Chocolate Touch, and then we're going to be moving on to science. For science, we're going to do some reading on their Twig workbook. Then we're going to be taking notes on their climate zone little booklet. And then it's going to be PE, and that's the rest of our day. Today I am subbing second grade. Today has been going by so quick. When I got into the classroom, I didn't really have sub plans. I had the teacher's lesson plans that I had to go by, and it was a bit confusing. This lesson plan was a little bit hard to read just because it was a lesson plan used by the other second grade teacher. So I felt overwhelmed in the morning just because it wasn't straightforward like it normally is. But luckily the kids had no issue with that. They just went along with what I thought we were supposed to be doing. We were doing everything correctly. It was just like in the wrong order, but we are back on track. When the students come back from recess, I am going to be playing a read out loud for them while they eat their snack, just because we are a little ahead of the schedule, and that's going to kill some 15 minutes, which is exactly what we need before we continue the next activity. I am going to play a read out loud for the students. I'm going to give them 3 options of which story they want to listen to. The first one is Zombies Don't Eat Veggies, Arnie the Donut, or Carla Sandwich. So I'm going to give them the option to choose. We are going to be moving on to UA, which is basically time for students to be working independently on certain assignments. We're starting off with ELA UA. They are separated in groups. One group, they're going to be reading a book and doing an AR test. The second group is going to be on their Chromebooks on a website called Teacher Monster. The third group is going in the back table with me. And then the fourth group is going with an aide that is going to be coming in the classroom just for the hour. It is lunchtime right now. I just finished looking over the lesson plan and writing down like a schedule of what we're going to be doing. After lunch, we have DLD. We're going to be reading all about dental cleaning, and we're going to be answering the comprehension questions in the back. After that, it is read out loud, so I will be reading 1 chapter of The Wizard of Oz. Then we are moving on to writing. So for writing, it looks like they have already began creating their circle map, which looks like this, about their favorite season and why. And if they have that done, they're going to begin. They're going to be transferring all that information onto a blank worksheet that looks like this. They're going to be filling in the chart. Then it's going to be time for science. For science, it looks like they have been working with their teacher to create a bridge out of spaghetti. So today they are going to be drawing what their second bridge is going to look like. They're going to describe it, and then we're just going to answer the questions in the back. After that, we are going to clean up. I'll play a read out loud, and then it is the end of the day. Today is Wednesday and I am subbing second grade. It is recess right now, and today we did have a fire drill, which the teachers and also the subplans did mention. So that really helped prepare myself and to prepare the kids of how we are going to behave during the fire drill. I always like to go over the rules and expectations during a fire drill, and I do like to make sure that the students are taking the fire drill seriously. They did really well. This is a very chatty class. There are some students that are having like conversations while I'm trying to give direction, so I did have to address that right away. This is second grade, so they are aware of the classroom expectations and rules, but similar to like kinder and first, I do like to go over the basic rules that all teachers follow in this district. These are the classroom rules that are posted in the classroom. Typically all classrooms follow these rules for our district. It is lunch right now. The day has been flying by. I was looking over the lesson plan right before we went to lunch, and I noticed that I skipped a assignment / activity that we were supposed to be doing. So in their benchmark book, we were supposed to be reading this page and learn all about Isaac Newton. It was just a 1-page read. So when we come back from lunch, so we're just gonna do this page and then continue with the subplan. So after that, we are moving on to math. So for math, they are learning subtraction of, I think, 2 to 3 digit numbers. We're only doing 6 problems just because they're barely learning this concept. After math, the students are going to be working on their Chromebooks for a little bit. Then it will be the EAR, which is drop everything and read. So they're going to be reading for 30 minutes and taking an AR test. Then we will end our day with PE. So the teacher did give an option for us to do brain break videos on YouTube or take them outside or find another indoor activity. She mentioned that they loved Heads Up 7-Up. So I used Heads Up 7-Up as a incentive for the day. I wrote Heads Up 7-Up on the board. So far we only have Heads Up 7. We lost 2 letters. For their incentive, which is Heads Up 7-Up, I write the word Heads Up 7-Up. And every time they are not on task, working too loud, or many students are getting out of their seat, then I erase a letter. So far we already lost 2. I did explain like the rules, how it's gonna work, because this class is very chatty. I do like to pull students who are distracting others or not on task to the back table, so I can work one-on-one with them or kind of like monitor them. The teacher desk is right here to the side. There's this table with 6 seats. I did pull 5 students. It was 5 students that were very talkative or not on task, so I have them here and I sit on the chair and I just monitor them to make sure they are doing their work and that they are not distracting others. And this has worked really well.